Hey everyone, I said I was going to do some test hands today, so I'm gonna do some test hands, and then from here I'll just post. I'll just post when I win, or maybe a new profile if I change a few cards. I have changed a few cards for my deck profile. The reason why I put these two in here, so I went back and forth a lot on Albazoa and this, sending, Albazoa sends the Lulu Lilith, and that would help me with making basically Dust Dragon into Christia very easily, and phase you summon Cartesia or Quim. And I liked that. So I thought about it and I was like, what am I fighting to lock with this for when I could just summon Albazoa? It has 4,000. It sends 8 from the opponent's extra deck, one of which I chose after they sent 7. So I love that. It makes all the homies unaffected. I loved Albazoa. I may put him back in. But here's the situation. I put this to the side because in a lot of playtesting, I found that you don't 100% of the time, when you want to go into this is when you can't go into it. Because the reason I would go for this card is if I, say, locked myself out of the extra deck with Ecclesia. And if that's the case, that turn I might not have an extra deck monster on board if I'm going first, right? Going second, he's great. Siding, he's great because going second, he's good. He can actually send Apkalone, and Apkalone can add me Shaddoll Fusion, and I can play Shaddoll Fusion right there. I mean, he can do all kinds of things going second, like a lot. And also, just siding in general, this card is phenomenal. You side him in when you know you're going first, and you send Apkalone to get the Schism, and then you got them in the Secret Village. Like, it's easy to get the Secret Village thing out with the 3 thrusts and the Metaverse, but I just love that Windows as a spellcaster, and I just thought that I tried it in the main deck today, and then I thought about it, and I was like, I'm gonna side this, and that means that since I'm not gonna be going for that, that means that the Apkalone and the Schism spaces went back open for these two again, which I loved. But if I were to cut him for Albazoa, I can cut this, and then I can put this in. And in my deck, that would just be phenomenal. So for the moment, I'm just going to play with 16. I'm going to put all 3 of them in and just see, what comes up the most, what can be really cut. This is a duality target, but it's also an easy to make target that recycles multiple fusions. Incredible card, especially if I go into the locks. I like to make this on my opponent's turn, or just if I plan on going into like a lock thing where I lock myself. This helps bounce back my Fallen of White to hand and stuff like that. Stuff that gets stuck on the board because I was locked out of the extra deck. Okay, so yeah, let's just do a 5 card. I'm gonna lay out a bunch of 5 cards, and then I'm gonna do a new video actually doing one in-depth hand. But I just wanted to lay a bunch of 5 cards out. I'm going to shuffle this up a little bit. I shuffled already, but the ritual I forgot to put in. Albazoa, I believe, still in here. I'll take him out if I see him. Also, he's trash in some ways, Like, I'm not going to blindly send 7 from my opponent's extra deck with Fallen and the Virtuous out right now, even though I'm not scared of it at all. You only play it once per turn, so I'm not worried. It's just so much better to wreak havoc on their extra deck, and the fact that he's unaffected by extra deck monsters, and so are all Dogmaticas. And he's 4,000. He's good going second. I might side him. I don't know. But the main point of it is just to summon a ritual because the Matrix is just so good. So after this, I'm gonna actually play the hands out. But I just want you to get a gist. The duality. This is really nice. I could set the duality, and then end phase I'll have Quem on board, and I could just go Fleur de Lis from hand, negate something. And then if, say, they try to negate that, I could tribute him off after that or whatever. Say I negate something, I tribute him off, summon Dragoon. Beautiful. Damn, I love this. I like drawing draws when I'm going first. Sometimes I'll keep it in hand, and it's just fucking great. It's amazing. Draw's the best hand trap in my opinion. Better than Charming. Depends on your deck. And I'm playing 60 cards, obviously. So obviously I'd like Droll better than Charming in this, but Very cool. Secret Village. We got a quick effect summon of a spellcaster. It's kind of cute because I can like make them think I don't have a spellcaster. I never did this before. Pretty cool. If I wanted, I could like wait till my opponent summons a monster from the extra deck, any monster from the extra deck, summon this from hand, and then set the trap, activate it at the same turn, do all kinds of cool stuff there. I can turn them right into the ritual, and then that sets me up really nicely. The ritual's a spellcaster, and Metaverse will be out as well. So I'll just summon him, set the trap that turns him into a ritual the same turn, and that I can activate the same turn. And then this will be Secret Village, so I'll be able to just. This should be enough. 2,500 Secret Village, as far as I'm talking about, and then I do have the Saranir. I can bench from their grave. That's nice, but this isn't the most beautiful hand ever. A little clunky. It's making me think I want to put Thrust down to 2. I don't like how much I'm relying on playing it when I see it. You know what I mean? I'm kind of banking on playing it. Yeah, no, this is getting cut to 2 right now. I'm taking this out. So now we have like 62 cards in deck because I added Fusion Deployment, I added Branded in White. And Alpha's always in there. I gotta take him out when I see him. So let's draw another card. There we go. There we go. This card, man. It's Cartesia, it's Fallen of White, it's whatever you want it to be. You just don't get the extra deck sends, which sucks, I know, but it's still phenomenal. Especially because I like to do lines with Ecclesia. So I don't mind the lock because I'll often go Fallen of White into Ecclesia, and then use Ecclesia, do some ritual lines or whatever. But yeah, you get the idea. So okay, Fusion Deployment. I want to. It's just that I have one hand. I'm holding the phone with my left hand. I just wanted to show you guys that the deck really is consistent. So I just want to do 5 cards for right now, and then when my girl gets home, I will upload test hands of actually playing through the hands. Fucking beautiful. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Oh, God. I mean, this is... Oh, my God. All right, so for the fun of it, let's just send for grass. So let's see how live grass is in this build. Because in my build, a lot of them have, like, cool little grave effects. Or another thing that comes in handy because we discard a lot. So I think we should be talking about, like, cards that have dual purposes when they're sent to the grave. Like Andre Torres is. He's playing, like, the Dark Lord card. That when it's sent, you add a forbidden card, and he's playing like all those the edge imps, you know, the ones that when they're sent. So you'll add another one and whatnot. So grass is greener, right? Let's say so on average I always send 20 because everybody plays 40, but let's say they're playing 42. I'll give them or whatever. So let's send 18. Because I haven't drawn anything yet, right? So that means I'll be sending 18. But before I play that, I'm sorry, actually. So here's the dilemma sometimes with Nadir. I don't necessarily want to have to lock myself out of the extra deck first, but I've gone so accustomed to it that I don't care at all. It gives you the same advantage as High Spirits. It's just a different line, and then you're going to be playing on your opponents more. So what we're going to do is, but I do have the Cartesia, and it might be nice with the grass is greener. Let's just, for the fuck of it, who cares? Like who cares with the perfect line? Let's just play grass. Another reason to take out a thrust. It's no good for grass. It's no good for a lot of things. It just has no dual purpose. It's an amazing card, but I don't like to get too greedy. I feel like when you're afraid to draw 2 or 3 of a copy, you're going to find circumstances where you're bricking. You have to make your deck constructed in a way where any 5 cards you can live with. As much as you can, you know. I mean, I do it all the way, but some people would say that's impossible. So, and maybe for some decks it is. So, yeah. Well, however, you need to adjust it just enough so that you can at least make it less. You know, I know it might not be as powerful you think at first, but it's more powerful to be consistently putting up good boards than to more consistent but more consistent bricking on your key cards that you're looking to get. Yeah. Anyway, key plays. So wow. High Spirits, the Ecclesia. They play a hand trap. I thrust. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is the Grass is Green Mill. Okay. 3, 4, 5. So these two come back to hand and phase already, because I'm going to be playing the Deer. If a card is an extra fusion is sent to the grave, this comes back as well. So 1, 2 come back in phase. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sarnir